Proverbs chapter 1, easy to read version. Introduction. Verse 1. These are the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, and king of Israel. Verse 2. They will help you learn to be wise, to accept correction, and to understand wise sayings. Verse 3. They will teach you to develop your mind in the right way. You will learn to do what is right and to be honest and fair. Verse 4. These proverbs will make even those without education smart. They will teach young people what they need to know and how to use what they have learned. Verse 5. Even the wise could become wiser by listening to these proverbs. They will gain understanding and learn to solve difficult problems. Verse 6. These sayings will help you understand proverbs, stories with hidden meanings, words of the wise, and other difficult sayings. Verse 7. Knowledge begins with fear and respect for the Lord, but stubborn fools hate wisdom and refuse to learn. Advice to a son. Verse 8. My son, listen to your father when he corrects you, and don't ignore what your mother teaches you. Verse 9. What you learn from your parents will bring you honor and respect, like a crown or a gold medal. Verse 10. My son, those who love to do wrong will try to trick you. Don't listen to them. Verse 11. They will say, come with us. Let's hide and beat to death anyone who happens to walk by. Verse 12. We will swallow them whole, as the grave swallows the dying. Verse 13. We will take everything they have and fill our houses with stolen goods. Verse 14. So join us, and you can share everything we get. Verse 15. My son, don't follow them. Don't even take the first step along that path. Verse 16. They run to do something evil, and they cannot wait to kill someone. Verse 17. You cannot trap birds with a net if they see you spreading it out. Verse 18. But evil people cannot see the trap they set for themselves. Verse 19. This is what happens to those who are greedy. Whatever they get destroys them. The good woman, wisdom. Verse 20. Listen, wisdom is shouting in the streets. She is crying out in the marketplace. Verse 21. She is crying out where the noisy crowd gathers. Verse 22. Fools, how long will you love being ignorant? How long will you make fun of wisdom? How long will you hate knowledge? Verse 23. I wanted to tell you everything I knew and give you all my knowledge, but you didn't listen to my advice and teaching. Verse 24. I tried to help, but you refused to listen. I offered my hand, but you turned away from me. Verse 25. You ignored my advice and refused to be corrected. Verse 26. So I will laugh at your troubles and make fun of you when what you fear happens. Verse 27. Disasters will strike you like a storm. Problems will pound you like a strong wind. Trouble and misery will weigh you down. Verse 28. Fools will call for me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but they will not find me. Verse 29. That is because they hated knowledge. They refused to fear and respect the Lord. Verse 30. They ignored my advice and refused to be corrected. Verse 31. They filled their lives with what they loved. They went their own way, so they will get what they deserve. Verse 32. Fools die because they refuse to follow wisdom. They are content to follow their foolish ways, and that will destroy them. Verse 33. But those who listen to me will live in safety and comfort. They will have nothing to fear. Footnotes. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 8. My son, the Proverbs in this section may have been directed originally to a teenage boy, perhaps a prince who was becoming a young man. They are intended to teach him how to be a responsible person and leader who loves and respects God. B. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 9. Literally, they are like a wreath, I guess what it says, a favor to your head and a necklace around your neck. C. Letter C. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20. Wisdom. Wisdom is pictured here as a good woman trying to get the attention of this young man, calling him to be wise and obey God. In later passage 9:13, foolishness is represented as another woman who is urging him toward a life of sin. Basically is to listen to God, to become wise. Don't follow foolish people who's doing wrong, which are, I call evil people, devil kids, and then follow God. God, be humble, follow God, do not follow God's kids, because we're in the flesh as well, and they follow God all times to stay wise and to become wise, to become fools and die. Have a blessed day, blessed evening, and afternoon. If you hear noises in the background, excuse the noise background. Those are my siblings. Have a blessed day.